Gaza, but still relating to the Middle East. The Syrian and Israeli diplomats have held rare direct talks in Paris. Syrian Foreign Minister Assad Al-Shaibani met with an Israeli delegation on Tuesday to discuss de-escalation and non-interference in Syria's internal affairs. That's according to Syria's state news agency. The US mediated the meeting, reportedly produced understanding aimed at supporting stability in the region. This meeting follows earlier rounds of dialogue, including a July meeting in Baku between Assad Al-Shaibani and Israel's Minister of Strategic Affairs, Ron Dermer. Talks also focused on reviving the 1974 disengagement accord, which created a buffer zone between the two countries. Israel and Syria have technically remained at war since 1948. This renewed push for diplomacy comes after last month's deadly sectarian clashes in Sweida province that killed more than 1,400 people, and amid ongoing Israeli strikes on Syrian targets. That includes the presidential palace in Damascus a few weeks ago. Well, Gedaliah Blum, thank you again for staying with us. We don't have too much longer on this topic, but of course, diplomacy amid uncertainty and recent tensions between the new Syrian regime and Israel. What's your thoughts on this meeting, and how could this progress towards two countries working at least side by side, if not in direct unity?
Well, the way the Middle East works is that whoever's stronger is the one who gets to set the terms. And luckily for Israel, we're much stronger after demilitarizing Syria under Assad. Now we have Al-Jawlani, the quote-unquote former Al-Qaeda ISIS member, who has militias that wear ISIS insignias that go into the Sweida region, the Druze region of Syria, which borders Israel, and has been slaughtering, kidnapping, and intimidating the Druze until a retaliatory attack came from Israel. That is the way that the game board is set. Now, when it comes to diplomacy, our interests are not the interests of all of Syrians. They get to choose their own future. But our interest is to protect ethnic minorities, especially our Druze brothers and sisters here in Israel. We have a large Druze population, the Golan in northern Israel, who have cousins and relatives on the Syrian side. These are Druze who fight for Israel. They put on the IDF uniform, and they are patriots. And it is our mission for our own family, our own brothers and sisters, to make sure that their cousins, their uncles, their mothers, and their sisters are protected, even under a jihadi regime. Now, our diplomacy is pretty much showing Al-Jawlani what our red lines are and showing that we're not going to back down. Okay. And we hope that these discussions will turn into a structured government that's more of a federal government that is going to give autonomy and protection for the Druze community. And we'll see what happens there. But yes, no one knows.
Gedaliah Blum, thank you ever so much for providing such great insights on those topics. There are, of course, a lot for us to monitor, and we will do so and bring you all of the updates from across the Middle East. Let's move to North America now, and the US